So I'm going to try to do a CLEMM paragraph with character traits, and I'm going to use Johnny from The Outsiders, and I need my book, or I need one of these star charts that have already been filled out with page numbers referenced. All right. So I'm going to do Johnny, and I'm going to have him, I'm going to describe him as loyal. And then I found a quote that I can reference in my paragraph a few times as I go. And I'm doing this on the spot, so it's not going to be perfect, but that's oftentimes what practice looks like, right? Not perfect. So I'm going to start, I'm going to think about CLEMM, right? CLEMM has 5 parts. We have our claim statement, we have our link, and then the link goes to the evidence. We explain what the evidence means, and we explain why it matters. All right? So I'm going to start my paragraph with my claim statement, and I know that I need to prove that Johnny is loyal. That's my main claim, but I'm going to add some detail to it to make it super clear. I'm going to say, in The Outsiders, which gets underlined because it's a book title, and I'm going to say, oops, I don't want that underlined, by S.E. Hinton, Johnny's character trait could best be described as loyal. And that's my claim. Okay? Now, throughout my entire paragraph, I'm going to attempt to show that this claim is indeed true. All right? So I'm going to begin by linking in evidence. And I'm going to put the links and the evidence in blue. Okay? So when I look at my star chart over here, I have a lot of evidence. I don't need to use it all. I have to decide which evidence I want to use first. And that's important. So I'm going to think about that for a second. All right, so I decided that I'm going to use the evidence that I wrote down for appearance, reaction of others, and actions. And the reason for that is because all of this kind of happens around the same spot in the book, page 42, 43, and 51. And I feel like I can make the paragraph flow nicely with these 3 ideas. So I have to kind of explain what's happening. That's part of the link, okay? So I'm going to say a few chapters, no, it's actually a couple chapters into the novel, we learn that Johnny is the gang's pet. So when Ponyboy says something extremely, I can't spell today, extremely cruel to Johnny, it impacted him greatly. Page 42 states, Johnny's eyes went round and he winced as though I'd belted him. This reaction is important because it means that Ponyboy's words hurt him. If Johnny wasn't loyal to Ponyboy, that wouldn't have come as such a surprise. Does that make sense? I feel like that's not a common type of reaction in their relationship, and so it's not. It proves that Johnny is very loyal, because otherwise that kind of thing would happen more often. So I told you I decided I'm going to put the link in the evidence in blue here. Maybe I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to change the mean and matters to a different colors, just so you guys can kind of see the distinction. All right, so I'm going to turn this green, and I'm just going to smush them together for now. First attempts here, right? And then I can actually continue by adding more evidence. So I'm going to stick with the same claim, but now I'm going to add in a new link and new evidence. So I can use a transition word such as additionally, when Ponyboy said something cruel to Johnny, 2-bit says, oh, wait a minute, hold on, there's more. Shut up talking like that. We couldn't get along without you. Additionally, when Ponyboy said something cruel to Johnny, and Johnny stated that he felt it was true, 2-bit says to Johnny, shut up talking like that. We couldn't get along without you. End of quote. Page 43. Notice that I'm trying to get the page numbers in here as well, so that anybody could go back and check my work, right? So now I'm going to go back to green to explain how this proves that Johnny is loyal, all right? 2-bits response means that he cares about Johnny and wants him to feel valuable. This matters because if Johnny wasn't loyal to the gang, I'm not sure they would feel so loyal and protective of him. All right, so now I've used 2 pieces of evidence to support one claim, and if I feel really awesome, I can keep going. And I do have one more I want to put in, this action. All right, so I'm going to go back to blue again because I'm going to put in a new link with evidence, a little background information. And I can say last or lastly, when Ponyboy decides to run away because of his older brother, he says to Johnny, come on, Johnny, we're running away. And Johnny asked no questions. page 51. And again, I can explain why this means loyal. Johnny trusts, I can say, I feel like Johnny trusts Pony Boy and knew that he needed a friend. Therefore, he followed Pony into a situation he didn't really know anything about. This shows loyalty, and for all these reasons, I consider Johnny to be extremely loyal. And that would be the end of my paragraph. And yes, it's long. And yes, there's a lot of parts to it. And yes, this is going to take you time. Okay? But also notice that I didn't use all parts of my star chart. I chose 3. Okay? Not all 5. That would be a lot. So work towards 3. All right? That's going to get you a higher score. Thanks, and I hope this was helpful.